We're out here in Monterey, Virginia, Highland County, on 32 acres in the middle of nowhere, close to nothing, and we have a beautiful garden. This garden didn't used to be here. We cleared this, leveled it out. We made our own soil by hand, all right, with shovels and tills. Here's some soil that we got dropped off, and I'm gonna show you what we add to it to make it pimping so that you can grow a beautiful garden. So when we first got here, you know, this was just all a field. We had somebody come out with an excavator or whatever and leveled it all out, and they brought in truckloads of dirt, cow manure, and then we don't have much left right here. This black stuff that you see, it used to be piled up right there. That is called mushroom compost. And then we had a neighbor the other day drop off this stuff right here. This is hay that's just old and rotten, and it's spent, you know what I mean? But it's free 90 free. It has a lot of nutrients in it. And between all these things, you can make really good soil. But this year, we did some new beds back there. You can see where I built it with 2x12s, this wood that I got from Home Depot. 70% off, okay, to make these boxes because it had mold on it. Who cares? It's outside anyhow. All the other boxes out here are built with live edge. I got that for free 90 free because I used to work with an Amish guy. He had a mill. And you can see we also built a composting bin over there with live edge. I use that for a lot of things. But so right now we just have this soil that we got dropped off. We got a little bit of the mushroom compost, and we have some spent straw or hay, but I don't have any manure. So this is what I did. And I've done this before in our gardens in California. And in California, our gardens blew up. Went to Home Depot, got me some of this manure right here. I got 15 bags. They're like $3.84 a piece. Cow manure and compost. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up my gorilla cart here. We don't have a tractor. Take it down to the garden, and we're gonna start mixing it in with the soil that we've already put in the beds. There's the soil. Yeah, if I only had a tractor, I had the money to have one, but I'm the tractor. This is called manual labor. And you'll see that I'm not saying I'm in shape or I'm perfectly like muscle toned and not fat, but I'm 57 years old. And when you do this kind of work, if you look at homesteaders, they usually look pretty good. Here's our compost bin. Built it at a live edge. And it has a little door that goes on the front. You can take on and off. The compost bin right now, what's it heated up to? Is that 100 and something, 130th? 130th. Here's the bed we're working on right now. Like I said, I got these 2x12s pretty much 70% off. I don't have enough to do the front, but I'll enclose that with like some logs or something when I cut down some trees. We got the hay under here. We got some of that dirt that's right there. This is the rest of the mushroom compost. And then I'll put in this compost that has manure in it. And then basically, let me cross over here. Don't step on anything good. Bam! He's coming along. We let this grow here. This is called mullein, I think. It's like soft. I think you can use it for toilet paper. My wife built this for all the cabbages to keep the flies out. We'll do a little garden tour later, but you can see the string beans. We'll put the tomatoes in there afterwards. The potatoes down there, string beans. But what I'm gonna need, I'm looking for the tool right now. Where is it? Where is my tool? Oh, here it is. This is a hand tiller. So once I pour that manure compost on top, I'm just gonna take my time. It'll take me about half an hour to walk through that and just till it, and I'll use a shovel and mix it all up, just like we did this soil. Let's look at this soil, how it looks. We made this soil. I mean, come on, man. If you know anything about gardening, that's some pretty good soil right there. Huh, Winston? Here's a little live edge stool that I made for my wife so she can get out here and sit down and do some work. Here's some weeds I need to get out of here. Here's also, it's all muddy right now. It's a hot mess. But here's a little live edge potting table that I made for her. And yeah, here's the live edge right here and on here. And I just used some old 2x4s that we have to hang up the tools. She's got cardboard because we could put cardboard on the bottom first. That stops any weeds from coming up. Hey, doggies, we got to get out of here. You come on, let's go. Let's get out. He's deaf. That's Kingsley. I don't want them. Come on, Winston. You need to get out too, Bubby. They listen pretty well. Right here's a mess coming in and sliding. All right. So, like I said, here's the garden. We got some cattle panels up here for the beans. A lot of onions down there. But basically, I'm just gonna rip this open and we're gonna mix all this soil. Got them all lined up, but I don't like to work all the time. Let's go down to the creek and check it out, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what it's like living off grid and homesteading. Solar panels, no electrical poles out here. We're miles away from any electrical poles. We have no plumbing, but we do have a well put in. We are slowly getting that connected. Speaking about that, if you move out to like where we are, in the middle of nowhere, close to nothing, there's not much help out here. You're gonna be waiting a long time. There's one plumber we know of and one electrician. And the one plumber basically can't do anything. We had to get somebody that's like 2 hours away, and they're like halfway through. But here, that's something you need to think about if you're gonna move out here. Like, what are you gonna do for help? And then what are you gonna do for like money? We were out here for about 1.5 years and burnt through our savings and doing everything we are doing to like convert that barn into a barndominium. But there's no jobs out here, like none. If you want to go downtown, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this and work at like a gas station or the Dollar General, but they're not looking for work because there's no work around here. I'm a registered nurse. Basically, I drive 2 hours and about 20 minutes away, and I stay in town for like 3 days, get my work done, and then I come back to this. You know, and I love it, right? But I lived in San Diego, and I had 10 acres out there, kind of homesteading, but I still lived about 30 minutes away from the city. We had a garden, we had chickens, you know, but I don't want to get my channel like any violations, but the reason we do this is because, and I'm not going to say any more about it because you can probably pick up what I'm setting down. We don't like the way things are going, like with food, all right? Just read the labels, okay? With water, just look into it. One of the things, it's not going on today because it's raining, but we don't like what's going on up here, but you can't escape that globally. We don't do any of these kind of things. We want to get back to living the way we should be living, naturally. You have been born into a business, all right? Everything has been monetized. You have to like pay to live somewhere, have some food, drink some water. I'm surprised they're not charging us for air yet. But we want to be somewhere where we can control it, okay? And we know what's in our food. That's why we have a garden up there. That's why we have chickens. We used to have a milking cow. I have a whole video on that, how that didn't work out because we didn't have a barn yet. And, you know, eventually we will get a milking cow. Out here, there's deer, there's turkey, there's bear. We all have our pew pew. And the neighbors, we all know each other. We all look out for each other. This is a great place to raise a family. We have a baby girl. Her name's Elsie Ray. She's going to turn 1 on June 15th, and she's going to be homeschooled. We had her at home with a midwife. It's awesome, okay? We just don't want to be influenced by like a lot of the stuff that's out there, like in society and in public schools, and like we really don't watch TV. Oh, look, I built a bridge, and it's getting ready to wash away. Look at that. That's why I'm glad I came down here. I have to straighten that up. I used to have a little bridge, and it totally washed away. I didn't think that was going anywhere, but obviously it is. Let's check out the creek. Here's one thing. When you buy land, at least when I want to buy land, you can use different websites. I'd like to say what they are, but I've done this before, and then you get some kind of violation. I don't know what it is, copyright or whatever. But there are websites where you can look just for land, something.com, and then you can put in your criteria, how many acres, what the price, what you want, like trees. You want a spring or water, fresh. I'm not into ponds that are stagnant, that collect mosquitoes. I want water that runs, that I can get access to in case our well's not working, we don't have any solar. We can come down here and get some water, okay? And we can filter. Let's go check out the creek. I'll be putting that back into place later. It's been raining. This thing is running crazy. It's beautiful. Get up here. This is where we come down to go swimming. We bring the dogs. It's close to the house. I mean, it's not gonna rise all the way up there. I'm not worried about ever getting flooded out. Well, we used to have a nice waterfall here, but the water has come up so much. You can see the water usually goes out to where those rocks are right there. It's come up this far. Wow, it's going off. And this is our cast iron tub where we put some wood under there, take a bath. But right now, it's looking pretty good. And this water is pristine. Above it, where it comes out of the ground, there's no industry back here. We're not worried about any kind of pesticides, herbicides, any kind of like fertilizing runoff or chemicals or pharmaceuticals. This water is awesome. And it feels so good to get in here. This is our swimming hole right here. All right, I just want to come down and check this out because it's so beautiful right now. Let's get back up there and do some more gardening. Okay, I reset this. This is made out of live edge. Free 90, free, a little rustic bridge. All right, let's get back up there. Here's some other things to think about when buying land. Like we have everywhere apple trees. These are hickory nut trees. They're everywhere. So you're looking for resources, okay? I mean, if you want to be like 30 minutes to town, that's cool. We're about 30 minutes to Monterey, which is a very small town. It has a blinking yellow light. And then we're about 2 hours away from Harrisonburg, Charlottesville, and Stanton. Another cool thing about this area is we're in between 3 national forests. Jefferson, Washington, and I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, Monongahela. Also, this area is called the Quiet Zone. Out in West Virginia, in Green Bank, there's an observatory that listens in space for whatever they listen to, and they don't allow any kind of like cell phone towers or frequencies that can interrupt what they're doing out there. Also, what's super cool is this is one of the darkest places at night from like light radiation. So at night when you look up at the stars, I'm gonna show a photo right here. One of our campers took it. He has a really nice camera. You basically can see the Milky Way going straight down this valley. So some of the things you want to think about, you know, is like what kind of help can you get? How hospitals, right? If something happens out here, we pay taxes and we have this card. We call 911, a helicopter will land on our property and take us to the hospital. You don't pay for it. It's part of our taxes, and our taxes are very low. Think about, you know, what kind of help you can get out here, what your neighbors are like, where's the closest shopping, closest hospital. Think about your soil. Think about 10% of our property is trees. So we can build all kinds of things. Think about having fresh water. I'm not into having a pond. Thinking about if you can homestead in the state that you're in. Think about what the grasses are like for cattle and what the soil is like. You know, think about what kind of trees you have. If there's any established fruit trees already or nut trees. Can you plant a garden? You know, do you have enough sun? You don't want to just buy property that's all trees because then you're going to have to go down there and cut them down. But you can work with people that do logging and they'll take them out and they keep the logs and you get the space. Things to think about. Now, we're gonna go back up here and I'm gonna make some soil for gardening. So we do have propane coming in, and there's our propane. Don't have it hooked up yet. We have partial plumbing and electrical inside. You can see there's a trail going all the way up there that goes to our well cap. Gonna start working in the garden. My wife's coming out. She's putting the baby to sleep. Okay, and I was out here with this, getting up weeds. This is a barn built by the Amish 2 years ago. We're converting it into a barndominium. It was literally a barn when we walked in here, okay? And I have a whole video on the update of that. I didn't want to get into it, but I just wanted to show you. When you think about buying land, do you want to get something that's already built? The reason why we wanted to do this, because my wife's really leery about like mold and what's behind the walls. We know what's behind the walls in here because we are finishing it up all by ourselves. These are the guys I'm trying to get up. Man, I hate those things. I not to use poisons out here because we got animals, but these things are a pain in the butt. Got the compost manure in. Now I'm gonna go over there and get that spent hay that our neighbor gave us. And I'm gonna load up this pathway because we don't have anything like another wall or a piece of wood to keep the soil in. So I'm gonna make a nice deep pathway right in here so we can keep the soil in. Let's go do some more work. Here's a little tip I learned in California. If you guys are gardening in a place where it's just hot and arid, of course this is hay, but get some alfalfa and put that as a top dressing around all your plants. And when you water them, the water will stay in there a lot longer and it will not be evaporated by the sun. alfalfa. Plus, alfalfa has a lot of nutrients in it. Just to show you the straw, when it starts breaking down, it will turn into a nice soil. The tip two, when you're building a garden, make sure that your pathways are wide enough for whatever instrument you're using to move product. There's one pass. Hey, if you guys ever want to get in shape, I charge nothing. You can come out here and stay for a month. We'll give you a little campsite down there and give you lots of work. You got to get approved by your doctor first. And I guarantee after 30 days, you'll be in shape. And if you guys want someone who's really good at getting you in shape, weight loss and intermittent fasting and working out and fitness and, you know, healthy mind, healthy body, I want you to check out my buddy. His name's Coach Drake. I'll put a little link in the description. He's super cool. Yeah, and you can see at the bottom here, I mean, it's already starting to look like soil. Okay, so now we're getting to that part where these bales of hay, they're wrapped like Cinnabons. And I can get to the layered part now. And it's a lot easier. I'll show you how I do it. But the reason why I want to tell you about this stuff, because if you are off-grid or homesteading like we are, and you see some farmers around with piles of this hay that's just rotten, say, hey, bring it over to our place. We can use it. All right, so you're banging in a little rebar back there to keep the back wall up?
Yeah.
All right, I want to get ready to go in the creek because I am just like hot and dusty. All right, what's going to go here?
We're going to have pole beans.
Pole beans, okay.
So I'll be putting up the trellis.
We got the cattle panel right here. But I thought you said something about pumpkins.
Yeah, so the ground cover in front of it
Uh-huh.
will be pumpkins, and I'll train them into this dead space.
All right, the pumpkins will be hanging out right in there. And then what else you having coming down here? Let me walk on our little path I just made. All right.
So 16-foot cattle panel, pumpkins, pole beans, and then the rest we can do corn. Or we want to try to fit in a squash. I know it's not your favorite.
Squash. You just grow one of those. All the way at the end we can do pole beans?
No, corn.
Oh, corn. Okay, good. All right, I need to go down and get in the creek. I'll take the baby girl with me. So this video is kind of turning into like in the day of or in the life of. All right, babe, we're gonna go cool off. Get a little bit of dirt off of us. So we're gonna go down to the creek, but we were showing you about making our own garden soil. Yeah, so she's getting excited because this is where we're going. She loves the creek. You know, making your own garden soil, a little bit about gardening. Showed you what you can do with some spent hay. Make some garden paths. Showed you what's going on out here if you want to do this type of living. You know, things you need to look into. And right now we're just gonna go and take a break. It's like, this is my day off work, but there's really never a day off. So the dogs are excited. Let's go do some swimming. Right now the creek's a little dangerous. Got baby girl right here. I'm just gonna get in really quick because I am just covered in dirt. And I need to keep an eye on her. I'm just gonna let her hang out on the edge when we're ready. Baby girl, I need to get in first. And then I'll come get you, okay? Let me just get rinsed off. Woo! Yeah, baby girl. Woo! Who having fun? Gotta go, I'm sorry. I know you want to keep swimming. Did you have a good time? Don't be mad at me. The dogs didn't listen. They all came back down. It's too dangerous right now. Got a nice wall to keep the dirt in. Meredith is going through with a rake. Put up a little cattle panel in the back. Next, I'm gonna go through with this guy. How's it looking, babe?
Good, looks great.
That's some good looking soil. Just gonna do the whole bed like this. Mix it up. Lastly for the day, we took this spent hay that I got from over there, and we're gonna put it on top of all the beds to keep the moisture in, right, babe? Because it rained a lot.
Yeah.
So like everywhere where you see that we planted something, we're putting this hay down. And it works really well because in order to water, I know it looks like a mess up there, we collect rainwater from that. We have to pump it down here. We don't have the well hooked up yet. Hey guys, we usually make videos about off-grid living, homesteading. We're converting this barn into a barndominium. And we're gonna start doing overlanding videos this summer. Now that we got a little freedom camper, we're gonna take that to all the cool places out here in Virginia and West Virginia. We have a primitive campsite down there if you guys wanna check it out. And sometimes we do product reviews. If you like that kind of stuff, you can check us out. Thanks for watching, stay tuned. But I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Homestead Overland, Virginia.